everybody? How are we doing? Hello, 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 chat. How's everybody doing tonight? Okay, hold on. Why is this? What the fuck? Why is Steam logged out? Hold on, chat, 1 second. Give me a second. What is going on here? Oh, we're good. That was odd. Yeah, how's everybody doing, chat? We all good? Is everyone okay? Okay. Okay. Let me go on the live stream. Get my chat up. You know the rules. And yeah, we're gonna talk about 2.0. We're gonna talk about 2.0, chat, which is coming up. If you all, I imagine most of you have maybe seen the trailer. Have you? Maybe, I don't know. I actually don't know. Honestly, I had no idea. There you go. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, hello, chat. How's everybody doing tonight? How we all doing? How's everybody? Big W, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Wow. What the hell? Right, chat. Yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about 2.0. We're gonna watch the trailer. I'm gonna let you guys watch the trailer. Okay. If you haven't watched it yet, I will have my things in the corner though. However, yo, bro. What the fuck? Yo. Do you guys have alerts on?
Coming in 2.0.
I don't know, Ishika, you tell me. What is coming in 2.0?
At Philip 3273 yeasted $5. You're all really cooked on 2.0.
Glad you like what
Love
you've seen.
to see
Glad
it
you like
havoc.
what you've seen. As I said, you know, I can't. It's kind of hard to explain. Is that my hair doing that? What the fuck? Oh, it's the headset causing that. What the fuck? God damn. Ah. There you go. Oh, fuck it. Yeah. Is it me? I can't tell. No, it's behind me. What the fuck? Oh yeah. Okay, I'm just stupid. Yeah, it was kind of hard to explain over the last few months with you guys, like, you know, the work being put into 2.0. Like, time-wise, it's hard to explain. And, you know, it can we at least could show you a bit of, like, behind the scenes of the trailer, like, how much bloody fucking work there was doing in that bloody server. Because there's a lot of things changed. There's a lot of custom work. There's a lot of modified work. So we, like, took creator, like, you know, other developer projects, and we heavily reworked them.
At Lexi
so
Roleplay yeasted $20. Great trailer. Absolute masterpiece, and I'm so excited to experience it when it goes live. Also, what date does it come out? No date on trailer. I'm joking because no one reads it.
No.
At Tom Yeast Top 9897 yeasted $2.66. Hey man, hope all is good.
I'm good. Yeah, right. We're gonna play the server, and we are going to show. Yeah, we're gonna show you guys the trailer. Right, we're gonna do that, and then we can talk about it a little bit.
At Callum Crabtree Quesson 1.
Yo, Caleb, I'm gonna mute the alerts for now, so you guys get a chance to watch this. I think it's full screen. Wrong thing. But I put this full screen. There we go. Right, chat, I'm gonna play this. I'll let you guys watch it, and then we're gonna talk about it. All right, we're gonna go over it, talk about it a little bit. If anyone in Redline is in chat, especially have questions, we're gonna answer a little bit. Not like we're not gonna reveal things, but like things from the trailer, we might give a bit more explanation, because there's a few questions when we're in a ML earlier that were like, obviously they're in the trailer, so I don't mind talking about certain things in the trailer. but I will not like go into detail of things that aren't shown into the trailer. So let's play the trailer for those that have not seen it. Why is there no music? Hold on. There's no music. Why?
At its proscal yeasted $4.99. I wish I had a PC to join, but I got a 2014 Mustang to dump all my money into.
Holy shit, man. That is
Christopher
fucking
Spicer
rough.
2007 Quasson 30. Christopher Spicer 2007 celebrates 30 months of
Why is there no
membership.
sound?
Love you, man.
Hey, man, thank you. Hold on. Why is there no sound coming from it? Output device. System. Okay, maybe now. Oh, my eardrums, Sonny boy. Okay. Chat, we're gonna play it now. Right. Let's do this. Chat, enjoy the trailer. We'll talk about it at the end.
Welcome to Redline 2.0, a reimagined Redline with expansive paths for each direction of roleplay. Today, we are going to be showcasing some of the gameplay and roleplay possibilities within Redline 2.0. Let's start by showcasing some of the civilian aspects of the server. Upon arriving in 2.0, you will be able to choose between a variety of starting activities to get you set off the ground. Most likely, you will be wanting a vehicle to get you going. You can head over to any of the dealerships or starting dealership to get either a fancy or cheap ride. Up to you to manage your finances. Dealerships in 2.0 have been completely reworked. After multiple versions of Redline, the dealership responsibility now falls upon the government, managing active stock, pricing it, all to make the experience fully immersive in-game. Up to the government to either manage internally the dealers or appoint a responsible person to manage the vehicle economy. Want a car you cannot afford? Buy the vehicle on credit, and it will automatically deduct the money from your account. However, watch out. If you do not have enough money, the vehicle will be automatically repossessed and added back to the dealerships. Another major change to the vehicle system is
On chat. You know what? Maybe we'll go through it actually, because I imagine I've seen most of your names in other chats. There's no point in me making you rewatch it. You've already seen it. I think we'll just go over it and just like, if anyone has questions about it, I think, because I just think most of you have already seen it. I'm not going to replay. If you guys want to see it, go watch in the Redline channel, you know? But we'll go over and talk about elements of it. Hold on. You know? Looks like Luigi. How long will Redline be down? Not long, if at all. Right, let's start the timer just so that thing's rolling. Yeah, so 2.0, it's a fucking crazy thing. It was a lot of work. So, I'll go over bits of the trailer and we can talk about it. So, obviously in the trailer, you know, it's basically just going to go over like some elements of 2.0 and, you know, explain what there was going to be in the server of this trailer. However, we haven't shown everything. There's just so much shit to show. Like, we've done a lot. Like, there's a lot of things in there. Play it and break it down. We can, like, you know, that's the bit of the cinematic. You arrive, first thing, you know, anyone see, you know, you got stuff going on here. We got a little Sandy Shores going on here, some changes. I saw a question about the train. Is the train usable?
I can't French!
No. At Evan Concol 5805 Quasson 4. At Evan Concol 5800.
Explain it better than Elite, bro. I saw Elite stream, man.
Explain it.
I don't want to talk too much about it though, because people enjoy dissecting the fucking trailer and looking at it. I said we wanted to make something a bit, you know, different and a bit cooked up. So yeah. With the trains. With the trains. So, can you use the trains? Should we answer this question? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe you can. Maybe you can. Maybe you can. Maybe you can. Yes, you can use the trains. The trains are usable. Now, what are the trains for? There's a lot of places in the map that are very far from each other. with 2.0. So the trains are kind of use like a fast travel system if you want. So there is stations on the map. You can see them with blips, and you can go to them, and you can use the train to travel, do like a little cutscene. It is like a fast travel. Okay, it's not like dynamic around the map. 5M has its limits. It's shit. But you can actually like see the train leaving stations, and you arrive in different places. It's like a fast travel system between the city. Like, and it's not really a teleport. Yes and no, because it's half a cutscene as well. You get like you board the train, you watch it leave the station, and then you're gonna get somewhere else. You know, it's your destination, and you'll see it arriving, and you get out. So, yeah, you can like use it to go to Roxwood, for example, and straight to the city. For people that in the start probably won't be able to stay in the city because the city is very expensive, and so on. So you can travel from Roxwood to the city very fast, and it's kind of used like a fast travel system. Yeah. Any questions, anybody? Anyone? Redline members? So the trains are just public transit. Yeah, they're public transit. The trains are basically public transport. That's what they are. They're basically public transport. Is absolutely what they are. Yeah, that's kind of the thing.
That's Sivnate 1032 yeasted
Yo.
$10. Off topic, but have you lost weight or something? You look really good.
What the fuck?
I am not a sim.
What kind of question
also,
is this?
You were the #1 for my most watched YouTuber.
Hey!
Where is my plushie? Lol, I am messing with you, of course.
This is why I wasn't sending the lost plushies out, because I've been doing this fucking crazy things. Yeah.
I can't French.
Are they going to cost money? Like
$10,
I think. It's basically nothing. Just a save paid.
Celebrates 23
yes, it's going to cost like
of membership. W to all Redline teams /devs 2 for the work of 2.0. Love all streams. Keep it up. Just need 1 month to be 2 years.
You're close, man. Thank you so much. The trains are going to cost money. They'll cost like $10. There you go. I can answer that one. $10 per travel, I think it is, per station, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's something like that. It's basically free. I just told you, Midnight, you bastard. Yeah, there's that. Okay, what else have we shown? Dealerships. So there's a bit of confusion about the dealerships. So
to manage your finances.
In here,
Dealerships in 2.0.
You know, by the way, these prices are fucking placeholder for anyone like assuming these are the end prices. They're probably in the ballpark for launch. I don't know. There's multiple dealerships in the server. You're gonna have like, I think there's like a lot. There's like 5 or 6 dealerships in the server across the map. They all have different kinds of cars. And this dealership has American cars. It's American themed. So you got like your, lore-friendly Corvettes, Mustangs. There's different types of dealerships. However, people seem to think, it's the same as now. The mayor appoints operators. No. There is no operators in 2.0 for the dealerships. There's no people being put in charge of them. There's no one running the dealership per se. There's no like, hey, this is my dealership. No, that doesn't exist anymore. They're the government's dealership, all of them. But you basically, the government's in charge of stocking, changing the prices. The government can change the prices. Like we're saying in the trailer, they can manage it. They manage the stock, how much stock there is, because there is going to be probably lack of cars at the beginning. And yeah, so the government can basically, he can employ someone in the government to run the dealerships, or is it like a vehicle economy manager or something if you want? But it's not like you can appoint like, oh yeah, you're going to run this deal, you're going to run that. No, it's not how it works. It's all through the government. There's no, who's going to be the government? The mayor, and so on, and anyone the mayor employs. So that's kind of the dealership. And yes, we did show in the trailer, you're able to buy cars on credit. You are able to buy cars on credit. Absolutely. Well, finance per se. Where if you cannot afford a car, you can buy it.
999 yeasted $3.86. Saw the vid, looks fucking cool. Now hurry, except when I send my info to Redline JKJK.
I'm not in charge of it, man. We got a team for that. We got a team for that.
On the floor laughing emoji.
We got a team for that. But yeah, you can, if you don't have all the money for a car, if you have, I don't know, it's a fucking percentage. I think it's 30%. I don't know. Yeah, it's 30%. I think it was. Wait, yeah. So if you have 30% of the car's value, you can buy on interest. However, I think there is an interest rate, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Yes, there is interest.
That's Sivnate 1032 yeast.
Yeah, you're paying interest on the car.
Will there be debadged cars?
No, lore friendly. Everything's lore friendly. But yeah, if you buy a car on credit or finance, it is got interest in it. You're paying more than the car cost, obviously. You can kind of do the math here if you do the 28 payments. After that, then 12 payments.
10 months of membership.
Yo.
What about the bikes, Frenchie?
There's bikes. There's a bike. There's a bike dealership. That's all I'll tell you. There is a bike dealership. There's a bike dealership. There's a JDM dealership. There's an American dealership. There's a European dealership. There's the business dealerships. There's a lot of fucking dealerships. There's boats and the other one I won't say because it's in the trailer and you can tell for your own. But you know, you'd probably put 1 and + 1 = 2 together to know that. Yeah. However, you know, if you can't afford cars straight away, you don't have all the money. You only have 30% of the money. You can buy the car, but then you're gonna have to pay X amount every day. So you got to make sure you can have the money afterwards in case you're worried about the car getting out of stock. And yeah, in your garage, so if you go to your own garage, basically wherever you spawn your car, you'll be able to make your payments. You can do the full payments. You have all the money, or yeah, you're able to do this and just pay in bits, advance the payments, basically. What is society purchase? Oh, what is this button? Oh.
At Sivnate 1032 yeast did $5.
Should I explain what this button is?
Back?
Bro, you have some weird questions. I'm not gonna say. Find out in RP. This button right here. Do I talk about it? Well, we're not that far from 2.0. Do I talk about it? HTK, are you in chat? Do I talk about this? I think it's pretty self-explanatory what it means. I think it's pretty self-explanatory what this means. You know? I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Basically means society purchase. What is a society? A society is a business. That's where I'm going to leave that. That is where I'm going to leave that. So let me put some music.
At Ryan Mullen 1 yeasted $10.
Yep.
If you could grade Redline versus Redline 2.0, what would they be? Also in our 2.0 trailer, it looks like there are a lot of in-game characters. Are there enough actual people to fill those characters?
What? I don't understand your second half of that question. The first half, they're complete different servers. I love 2.0. That's all I'll say. It offers so much stuff to turn it into RP. But the second part of your question, yeah, society just means society. It's pretty self-explanatory. After this is another big fucking deal.
Now, when a vehicle is purchased, it must manually be registered at a government building in order.
It must manually be registered at a government building. Does anybody not understand what this means? So not business purchase. What? Business expense. A society is a business. That's all I'm gonna say. A society is a business. That's as much. Yo, Philip, thank you for the gifted, bro. Yeah, so vehicle registration. So if you know now, whenever we own a car, like we spawn it in, for example, right? Let's say for content, right? And we have it. The PD can know that's our car just by looking at the plate. In 2.0, however, this is not the case. If you get a car in 2.0 through any means, you will need to register that car, because if you do not register that car will not come back to you. You need to manually register it at a government building, basically. So that's yeah. If you don't do this, your car doesn't come back to you. Which means if you're doing crime and you have a car that isn't registered, it will come back to nobody unless it had a previous owner. That's a whole other fucking story. Yeah, if it had previous people who aren't registering it, it's a whole other story. So that's pretty much that. Over here.
On file.
You
will want to be careful when buying secondhand cars. In 2.0, the boosting system has also been reworked, allowing boosted cars to have the VIN scratched off, resulting in them being cheaper and disposable.
Eternal 7 King yeasted $2.
Yes.
Is Frenchie Mom finally gonna show up
what
in
the
RL
fuck?
2.0?
No. VIN scratch. So, you know, at the minute in Redline, we're able to VIN scratch cars in boosting. It's not actually VIN scratch. You're actually just getting a car and owning it. Like, you know, they scratch the VIN and make a new one, whatever. But in 2.0, when you actually get a car from boosting and you choose to VIN scratch it, I mean, keep it, that car's VIN actually has it scratched off, and you can find out if it's scratched or not. You can find out if it's scratched or not by scanning the car with an item that you'll be able to get in 2.0. Yeah, so boosting cars are going to be a lot cheaper to get, a lot easier to get. Also, every single car you can get in boosting is the same cars you can actually get as a player, which means all those cars you saw in the dealership, you can get them in boosting. It's not like now where it's like the boosting cars are all different. Like, all these cars and the other dealers, they're all in boosting. Every single one of these cars are able to get obtained in boosting. Yeah. You can get all of those cars in boosting, which means you got to be careful not to get ripped off that somebody's trying to sell you. They're giving you a great deal. I'm going to sell you this car for 200K when it's normally retailing for 400. Yeah, it seems like a perfectly reasonable deal. Uh-oh, the VIN's been scratched off. You've been arrested. And your car's now going to the scrapyard and being scrapped, which, by the way, if your car is VIN scratched and it gets caught by the police, they will remove the car from the server. They bring it to the scrapyard and they can actually delete it from the server, as it said in the trailer. Very simple. Very simple. So it's pretty crazy. It is very different on that angle. So you want to be careful. You never actually own the VIN scratch anymore. Yes and no. You can register the VIN scratch, Adam. You can register it. However, there's no way to know if it's VIN scratched or not. There is no way to know if it's VIN scratched or not unless you check it with a VIN, unless you check the VIN. And you need a particular item to check the VIN. So, you know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. Car crushing is my favorite pastime. Aye, that's dumb. Not really. It makes cars cheaper to get for boosting. It's a whole thing. Yeah, PD, EMS, businesses, they all have to buy their own cars. So that's a new thing. You know how now if we go to the police garage, we can just spawn a car, and if we store it and take another one out, it's a whole new car? Not anymore. Every single car that PD buys, an EMS buys, and another business buys is an actual car that's registered. You know, it's got its own VIN, all of that shit. So when it's stored in the garage, it's got its history. It's got everything. You know, and when you pull it back out, it will have the same damage, the same fuel it did. It's you know, if you put something in the glove box, all that shit. So yeah, it's a lot of cool shit, you know, a lot of cool. Yeah, it's basically just fucking crazy, that stuff. Mechanics, yeah, there's not much to say here. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's a lot, like, I don't know, is there any questions for members of Redline about mechanics that are fucking sweats? I know some people sweat. PD buying VIN scratch cars, no one would check them. Oh my god. Actually, that's fucked. PD buying VIN scratch car. Or you're gonna buy it from fucking Bob and company? Oh my god. Stealing Harry's car means more now. Yeah, stealing any PD car now is actually, you know, now I think about it, it's actually gonna be a fucking problem for like PD. Can players scratch VIN card owned by the players? No, it's only boosting cars that can get VIN scratched. If not, it would be a little bit overpowered and a bit of a problem in the server if you're buying a car and it could get stolen. Our phone's updated. Yeah, it's a complete different phone.
Are the cars' speeds comparable to each other like
No, we're not. We're never gonna match IRL speeds because we're not having a car go 300 miles per hour. However, all the balancing has been changed for 2.0. It has completely been changed, and you'll find out more about that in 2.0. All the balancing of cars has been different. They're different. No more sunrise fucking 150, you know. How will the repair work? You gotta buy parts. Either you make an order like this at a mechanic to repair your car, and he'll repair it with an order, or he can just straight repair your car with an item, and then he charges and invoices you. That's it. Very simple. Very simple. Is this dancing buggy? I've been using this update. And it tends to be rather buggy. We've tested it and it's been okay. Obviously, you never know. Like 5M has 5M issues. It's 5M for you know, just 5M. Yeah, 5M be fun. You know how 5M be. Aye. Hold on just a second, chat. So yeah, that should see elite. Just trying to wipe the whole bed out. Oh my god. Yeah, so that's a bit much for repairs. Restaurants are cool. Restaurants is this is a whole custom system we've made. Restaurants is pretty crazy. Like, you actually make your own ingredients now. That makes sense. Like, you get ingredients and then you cut them up. And you get multiple ingredient parts then. Everything. And then you actually have to cook them. You actually have to assemble your burger. You know, and I'm not going to say there's things going on in the background of the kitchen if you pay attention. Maybe around there. I don't know if you ever actually get to see it. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you don't get to see it. Oh. Oh, there's something on there you can see as well. You know, there's stuff going on in the kitchen. You can't steal cars from dealers anymore. You never could. What? We do that for content. That's a different thing. When we set up a dealer for content, it's, you know, we do it, but it's not the same as like the business dealers. You can't really rob those. You never could. How engine swaps work? Find out in roleplay. Okay. More in depth. All I'll say is we're never bringing back the system we had. That was too much unbalanced. But yeah, you can make your own food, pour your drinks. Makes people want to work since they have NPCs. You know what? I'm going to give you guys a little thing that we did here. Why does the drug process make it look familiar? I will talk about that when we get to it. When it comes to... What was I saying? Yeah, restaurants. We tested it like what ages ago this is now. When we tested it, we spent hours just playing it because it was fucking hilarious. Like, we were fucking stupid with it. And yeah, you also have NPC customers. So when you don't have players coming in, you can serve customers and still make money. So the business makes money from all this. This is all, you know, the economy is working constantly. Second thing, you can buy malls. You know, you can own a mall. Well, lease a mall. Which is a mixture of every single store in Redline plus bonus. There's some bonus features in it. Going to be since GT has brought AI. That's not even out on 5M yet. So they haven't brought out AI, by the way. It's just like voice lines. It's not like actual AI. There's no AI. There is no AI in GT Online. Yeah, basically you can own your own player store. And it's got some exclusive features. NPC customers are better than real customers. Well, it depends, unless you don't have someone giving your fucking order. HGK, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, you can buy a whole bunch of different like licenses to own different types of stores. Yeah, you can do that. You can own farms. Yes, it's pretty fucking complicated, but you get used to it fairly quickly. You can own your own farms. There's farms across the map you can own. You can own gas stations, foundries, which is like for farming ores and melting them. And you can also own gas stations. Well, same thing. You have to lease it. Are there limited numbers of these? Yes, there is. That's why when you're not active of it, it kicks you out. That's why if you're not active, it kicks you out. I think I can say how many malls there are. Malls, because they're a big fucking thing. There's only 2 malls in the server, but you can hire employees at them. There's only 2 malls. There's loads of farms and loads of foundries. Like, I don't know fucking know how many, but there's quite a bit. However, there is only 2 malls that are ownable. One in the city and the other one to be found out in roleplay. But yeah, you can own that. And also, when you're in a farm, was it the farm? I don't know. The mall and the gas station, you can hire people to deliver you, because you have to order things if you own a store, you know? You can hire people to transport shit for you, and it's a whole different job, the trucking job, and they can get like pop-ups of doing contracts for you. So that's pretty cool. The mayor. Yeah, I'm not gonna, business taxes, prisoner taxes. Yeah, prisoner tax. It says it here. I don't really need to explain. Prisoners get taxed, businesses get taxed, and there's also maintenance costs, and also power. So I will talk a bit about the mayor because it's kind of important. Anyone in Redline that's in chat right now, the mayor isn't like it is now. It is actually really fucking important that they hire people and do their job. Because if this section here isn't paid and the power isn't paid and handled, it's not good. It is not good. I'll tell you that much. It's not good. Prisoner tax. So there's one tax bracket here missing, if you notice. But I won't go into detail. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? There is a tax bracket missing in this menu here, which is the civilian tax, your wages. And all I'm going to say is that people do not get taxed anymore on their wage or their salary. What gets taxed is the prisoners and the businesses. So yeah, that's a big change from now to 2.0, a big change. So the mayor can't impact the direct salary you earn, but more like impact the prisoners and the businesses. So yeah, and also if you notice it says daily taxes, which is to be talked about during 2.0, but yeah. And then maintenance, yeah, this is yeah, the mayor's gonna have to repair things, and there's reasons for that. There's reasons for that. There is definitely reasons for that. Yeah, every single business gets this. So we have this in the server now. However, we don't really fucking use it. The business app we have right now in the server is really cool, you know. How affect your content creators affect content and targeted people on Redline? It won't really affect us in any different way. Every business now has this app, but it's really fucking used to its full extent. So there's a lot of graphs you can have. There's a lot of things you can see. A lot of information here. If you read, you may notice here it says fine, but that's something else. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in there. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. Yeah. DOJ is making a comeback. We've been reworking it for a while. It's coming back. But it's a lot easier to do than before, because before DOJ was too complicated. As in, you know, only very few people could do it because it was too complicated for people to understand in a gameplay way and roleplay. It was just too much. It was too serious. It was too in the context of Redline, we can't have a super serious DOJ. So like it has to be softened. It has to be really locked to what Redline is. So that's kind of the thing there with 2.0, if that makes sense. Hold on. Give me a second. There we go. But yeah, you can do a bunch of shit from the DOJ menu. I'll be for DOJ to find out. I don't know if there's any questions about the jobs or anything from Redline members. Criminal destruction. Criminal destruction. But yeah, DOJ is, you'll never understand it. Yeah, that's the thing. DOJ is hard to get, so it's been modified a lot. It's been modified. What are people saying? Anytime the crane gets destroyed, the city's got to pay for it. Maybe. I think no Redline member has any questions. Judges will be the ones to sentence you now? Not necessarily. You can get sentenced by a criminal. That will be to come out in 2.0. Trying to be vague on the question. Does housing work similar to vehicle purchases, financial, and repossession? Yes, it does. It absolutely does. Because you can rent or buy a house now. But you can't... Oh, actually, no. You can't finance a house. You won't be able to do that. But you can rent one. And if you don't pay your rent, well, you lose your house. Yeah, okay. Do judges get assigned by the mayor? No. Yes and no. It's complicated. To be found out in 2.0. So more info will come out during that. But yeah, we wanted to change DOJ quite a lot. So that's pretty much that. Will there still be lawyers? Of course. Of course. I think that's pretty much it that we showed Civ stuff, because we don't want to show too much. I mean, we show a lot, but we don't show a lot at the same time. There's a lot of shit too in 2.0. Yeah, Civ 2.0, there is loads of ways to get sort of perk points or skill points if you want. And we added this for specific reasons. I've always been kind of against it myself, but the reason we added this is quite particular. Yeah, so if you look here, there's a fucking crazy looking skill tree, and there's multiple skill trees, and they look fucking crazy. These serve purpose to make your character different. And there's loads of ways to get points for this, not just like the gym, that's just shown. There is a lot of ways to get points for the skill tree. And different skill trees, there's different ways to get different points. But this will like basically make your character have a speciality, because you can't get every skill. you're not able to get every single skill. Not possible. So I don't know if I want to talk about that. Yeah, I can. You see, every single one of these highlighted red ones are called mastery skills. And if you get these, you will lock another one. So you got to be careful what you choose. You only can choose one of them. You only can choose one of these masteries. So you want to be careful what you choose, basically. And they give you bonus perks, like to what your character can do. Like, is he a professional thief? Is he a fucking marathon runner? Is he a brawl fighter, sharpshooter? Like, all these things give different perks and different abilities. But I won't, to find out in 2.0 what they do, people will find out. But yeah, the whole point of this is to make characters have different specialities. So yeah, you got drugs.
At Ryan
You got,
Mullen
not everybody's going to do the same thing in the
Okay,
server.
now that you broke it down pretty good, let's fire it up and start.
Oh god. But yeah, that's kind of the reasoning we have this in 2.0. Oh yeah, this is fucking crazy. Brother.
$3.86. Frenchie, even if you max out your driving skill, you will still take L's.
Wow.
Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Wow. Yeah, so we show a little bit of drugs here, not much. You're manually you're manually watering your plant. And, you start out small. You start out very small. You get your little fucking RV to maybe do some illegal drugs in them. Starting out very, DIY kind of situation, like you're doing it the best way you can. And if you don't know exactly what you're doing, well, yeah, bad things will happen. But by doing error, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, and talking with others, RPing with others, finding out how you do things, you will be able to understand and learn, and then level up your maybe a weed production. You're gonna have a fucking leveled up shit going on there, or build up a lab. There's a lot of different kind of drug situations in 2.0. But you build your own laboratory. So, there's a lot of shit going on. And then once you got your drugs, you want to go get your customers, because you have to, you have to gain customers. So you're gonna have to give them samples out and see if they like you. And if they like you, they'll come back, and you'll be able to sell for money. So yeah, you have to think about this. Turfs in 2.0 are making a comeback, but very different. I will say this about 2.0. Turfs don't matter the same way they do now. For anyone that's a fucking gangster, it doesn't technically matter what turf you got, because there is not a better turf than another one. No turf is better than one or the other. Every turf is the same in value, because of the way drug selling works, which I won't spoil. But also, every single turf, you can buy a set of illegal properties. And, yeah, it says levels, so up to people to figure out. And there's some other little Easter eggs up in the corner that people might need to read it. But yeah, there's a lot of shit to figure out in 2.0. The gang stuff is it's very different. It is a very, very different approach than we took now with turfs, especially. Turfs are very, very different. Is there any questions about the drugs or the gangs and shit? Is that Seth? How different is the map? There's a lot of changes. Obviously, it's still GTA. You can't make the game completely different. So, you have to, there's within reason. But there's a lot of changes. There's a lot of shit we didn't show in the trailer. There's really cool map changes that we have not shown in the trailer that people will find out themselves. Loads of fucking cool things. So, yeah, that's kind of the gang stuff. Don Bucket. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, this is another thing. I've been seeing people watch a trailer and think this is just done for the trailer's sake. Everything we show in the trailer is gameplay. Everything you see in the trailer, you can do. So this, you can do this. This is something you can do. If you have enough time, you can hide in a dumpster. HQs, I will not go into detail. Is there any questions on why you make everything equal? We need somewhere better, somewhere at least people will fight over. Don't you think so? Yes and no. There is reasons to have gang beef, but it's not the same reasons, because the reasoning we changed that is because it always ended up in bad RP, and either side, there will always be people pissed. And we're kind of trying to change that, because it's all about the roleplay end of the day. It's not about the beef and people starting getting fucking salty, and we'll start banning them if they just fucking get salty because it's stupid, kind of thing. Like we did say we're going to be a lot tougher on that stupid shit. So our gang starting from scratch. Yes, everybody's starting from scratch. PD and EMS will still be in their positions. I won't talk about that. That's up to PD and EMS. Too many things. There's too many things, man. There's just so many things. Stuff. Havoc. I don't appreciate it, man. Thank you for that. Will people have to make new characters? You can still play the old ones. You have to remake them though. Can Lauren live in a dumpster? Will she fit? Anyway, yeah, for buying property, so you can rent houses, and you can buy certain houses. So MLOs, which is called, we call them MLOs, but you walk into them. They're rentable. These houses are all rentable, and they're not buyable. I will say right now, a house that you walk into, you cannot buy it. You only can rent it, and the reason is we don't want it to get gatekept by inactive members or inactive players and shit. So yeah, you can decorate your house. You can rent storage units, so storage wars would technically be a thing, because if you don't pay your rent, you lose it. Yeah, you will lose your property, and then somebody comes up and takes all your shit. So another thing that's really cool, if you look here,
From houses to storage
is
units in the city,
you can
rent your own offices to
rent
be
your
designed for
office.
legal or
And this is only one example. You can rent your office and like put the name, have it like, you can make whatever fuck you want this to be a legal business for yourself. Do it. You want this to be an illegal place? Do it. You can do a lot of shit with this. You can customize all this.
money.
There's a different kinds of offices as well. We only showed one type there, but there is other kinds of things you can rent like that as well. Like not just housing and offices. Will current gangs be a part of the... Everything's getting wiped, right? There's no gangs keeping their gang. Every gang's getting wiped. Every gang's getting wiped. There is no gangs at the start of 2.0. None. How can a car model suspension? That's just a mechanic. Lawyers get their own office. They could. Lawyer could rent an office. Yeah, they could. Absolutely. A lawyer could rent his own office. That is absolutely possible. Yeah. He could do that. Not a problem. Yeah, if people have a lot of money, because this will cost money, for people's houses that they buy, you will be able to work with the real estate company. So go with real estate. It's going to be very different in 2.0 with the real estate. And you will be able to, for a certain price, customize your house interior to make it look different. Have different room layout. Have a basement. Your house can look completely different.
999 East at $1.54. Why can I hear Jake complaining about everything?
Well, Jake
Rolling
knows
on the
about all
floor
this.
laughing emoji.
So yeah, you can basically really get, like, you could have an open floor plan. Let's say you don't want all these walls in your upper floor. You can take out the walls, change the wallpaper, change everything. You could change all of it. Converted, like, blah, 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 blah. What else are you saying? Can you put stuff in your front yards? Yes. If it's an MLO, yes, you can. How the server sustains integrity for so many players at once? That's not really, slight customization? No, you literally could change everything. You could have a whole different room here. You could have fucking a kitchen upstairs, downstairs, or what. You could literally change this entire thing to look completely different. You could have a different wall set up, different room set up. You could have a tiny wardrobe room, secret room if you want. I don't know. You could do whatever the fuck you want. Like, there, if you look below here, this is what I used to build the back rooms, but you can use it to make housing is what they're doing. So there's a lot of crazy shit.
Design your property.
So that's
When it comes to
robbing. Yeah. Oh, robbing. Fucking robberies, brother. Everything is robbable in 2.0. Any store you go to, you can look at all these shelves. You can rob them. There's different kinds of shops in 2.0. You can rob the pharmacies. You can rob digital stores. You can rob. There's a lot of shit to rob. And everything's different types. So then you can rob the registers and all that shit. You can like, you know, over the counter robbery is now a thing. You can literally rob from shelves and just take shit. Like, yeah, you'll find different kind of items in these things that you could get. You know, fridges, whatnot. You literally, even for content, it's like, it looks, you can literally go in and fucking empty the store of shit. So you can rob them all. I think at one point, so I think we show it a little bit here, like a snippet.
You can rob any environment you find yourself
Here.
in, from shelves in all.
Here you're robbing a mall. This is the player mall. So you can rob the player malls as well for RP sake, if you want. Restaurants, you could rob them without it having impact on the player. This is another important thing. People say, oh, it's going to ruin it for them. No, because it doesn't impact them. This is purely for RP. It has no impact on the player. It doesn't ruin their business. It's just roleplay. So you literally could go rob a restaurant. You could go rob a shop. You could go rob the hospital. Oops, spoiler. Yeah, you could rob anything, bro. There's so many things to rob. It's fucking crazy.
Kinds of stores and
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is another thing. Yeah. Grave digging is a thing. Grave digging is indeed a thing. Heists. You can see cops doing their thing. So, you know, robbing the banks. That's back per se. It's not, you know, robbing banks. It's a classic. Here it gets interesting. Here it gets interesting. I've seen a lot of reactions about this.
From simple rat strats to interacting with the environment to your advantage.
Yeah, this little bit here I saw got a lot of people wrapping their fucking head around, wondering what the fuck is this. There's been a lot of things I've been seeing about people wondering, what the fuck is this? Yes, players can destroy the environment. Not everywhere, but certain things. And during 2.0, we will add more environments to get destroyed. There is going to be more and more environments you can destroy in 2.0. Like, there's a few at the start. This is one of them. And, you know, it can change the direction of your chase for a crime. Like, imagine me fucking doing this at French and just blow up the crane, bro. Like, fuck the PD. Yeah, this is literally something you can do in a server. Any player could do it. Like, some people say, oh, this is probably a content. No, a player could actually blow up the crane. And you guys remember when I was telling you about this? So, you know, once the crane's broken, right? So the crane's here broken, right? Now look at this.
Is responsible for the power, taxes.
Look at that button, chat. What does that button say? Yep. This is what I mean by your RP has impact on the server in 2.0. This is people's roleplay in 2.0 has impact on the server. You destroy the crane, the mayor has to repair it. There's a lot of things you do that have impact in 2.0 directly in the game without us doing things. So it's all pretty cool. It's all pretty fucking cool. It's a lot of cool stuff. So yeah, you know, crane destruction, impact a city.
Even when it comes to getaway driving, there is many ways.
Our chat's about to go crazy. There's still
From
like a lot of stuff you can do.
To interacting with the environment to your advantage.
Okay. Beep, 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 beep. People gonna be blowing up the crane. Stick to the government. Yeah, it's like just as rioting.
Sticky situation.
So here's another interesting thing. I don't think many people noticed.
Where...
So you have two options: to carry or to drag the player. Yes, like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I got inspiration of this from Battlefield. I did take inspiration of this from Battlefield. 100%. There's no fucking denying it. This is from Battlefield. I got inspiration for this. If
your friend has
you drag somebody, I'm gonna have to rename that option. Actually, I think I'm gonna rename it.
Accident.
Here. You can't see my top corner of my screen, but if you read the top corner, this isn't simply you're dragging a player. You're not just dragging a player if you read that top corner. If you read that top corner, it is not simply you're dragging a player. There's more to it. You're using a field bandage. Now, what does this mean? Well, if you read the little circle at the bottom,
if you are quick enough, you could help him. However, watch out for your own.
It says helping up, which I think most people didn't realize that. It's not you're just dragging somebody, it's you're helping them up. You're actually reviving that player. So if you're quick enough, and you'll find that out in the server, I won't explain what quick enough means. You can actually help somebody that's downed up if you're quick enough, and help them back up. Like in Battlefield, like you get them up, you inject them with shit. So you can revive people on the go without being a medic, and like drag them away and get, like in the middle of a gunfight, let's say, and you're dragging a cop away, you can get him up if you're quick enough. There is certain requirements for this. Maybe there's an item, maybe there's some other bits. It's basically our hack tour. You know our hack tour? It's basically hack tour, but in actually anybody can hack tour now if you have the item. You know when we hack tour and spit on each other? That's basically that. You spit on your friend and you help him up. So yeah. So that's a cool thing. Another thing here is, yeah, you know, you can see us running and I get shot.
Now, would you?
And then, you know, I get carried away. Yes, the carry animation's different, absolutely.
At Ryan Mullen 1 yeasted $5. I know you can't wait for Redline 2.0 to drop, so your slate of else will be cleared, but it'll build back up quicker than ever.
Wow, that's rude. What the fuck? my L's rates won't exist. All right, we don't take L's. Yeah, so here just got caught.
EMS
blah blah blah. The hospital's different.
Given tools to make situations more immersive.
So we didn't show much about PD or EMS, but the hospital has like interactable environments, roleplay, so you can like create some roleplay off of that, which is pretty cool.
Able to interact with the environment for roleplay.
So yeah, then you get caught, sent to jail. I don't think we showed the police station at all.
If you end up
jail. Jail. Jail is very different. So we had a whole update called the prison update planned. It's in this server, in the launch version of Redline 2.0. You got a prison life update, which basically you can literally, if you wanted to stay in prison, you could. Like you totally could stay in prison without leaving, like if you want to. That is an option. That is absolutely an option if it's something you want to do. Because there's a lot of shit to do in prison as well. There's a lot of shit to do in prison. Okay.
Getting caught and sent to jail.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything here.
Has its own mini world of RP itself.
There's a lot of shit to do in prison.
You to discover its secret and activities, from drugs to escape plans. Or if you are simple, do jobs and reduce your time on good behavior.
You can just reduce your time per usual. Like you want to just get out.
The world of
jobs.
Redline 2.0.
We didn't even show the new Civ jobs. You can get like the standard like very hardcore roleplay jobs. So this is one of them. You can see here. Yes, there's fishing. There's other shit. This, I don't know what this means.
Ways to develop your character.
Oh, well, I don't know what this means. Any of this? I don't know. Up to people to figure this part out. It seems pretty obvious to me.
In storyline, countless paths to choose from to get to your characters.
I don't think there's anything I need to explain on this part. This is bonus clips if people pay attention. You know, Redline has a big emphasis on having car stuff. Well, you know, this is part of that.
Goals and different approaches to these paths.
Yeah, and even here, I'm not gonna lie. I'll talk about it. I will talk about it. I'll talk about it. Because people like this shit.
Ways to develop your character and storyline. Countless paths to choose from to get to your characters.
You're able to buy race cars in 2.0 for a lot of money. It's like Endgame. You're able to buy race cars and use them on track. Not obviously you're not allowed to use them on the roads. They're for track and racing. But these cars are quite special. Dude getting slapped in the back of the restaurant. Yeah, that's also a thing. That was a funny moment that happened. But yeah, you're able to buy race cars and use them on track.
And different approaches.
And if you notice here, there's a few things to notice here if you know GTA, which I will not comment too much on. Obviously, in the top corner, we have something going on up here. I won't go into detail. There's also something going on between the two cars here, if you notice. But I won't go into detail. There's stuff going on here, and there's stuff going on up here. That's all I'll say. There's a lot of things going on in this picture that tell you just generally about cars in 2.0 as well. This is more racing, but there's stuff. There's stuff to see. Between these two cars, there's you know, there's things going on. Right. Okay. So that's the racing scene.
To these paths.
Yeah, this part here is pretty fucking violent. Oh,
There is still
fucking brutal. Poor guy.
loads to discover.
Yeah, there's still a lot of
that
things
we
we
let you
have
find
not
yourself within
shown.
the new version of Red.
Oh yeah, this. Oh, I love this clip. I just did this for the shits and giggles earlier.
Still loads to discover that we will let you find yourself within the new version of Redline.
Yes, you can get a skateboard in 2.0, and it's pretty fucking fun. It is really fun to have a skateboard in 2.0. That's all I'll say. There's little fun things to do, and a skateboard is one of them, and it's fun. So that's pretty much the trailer gameplay overview of 2.0. And this is coming next Saturday, so less than a week from now, this is coming out. Yeah, pretty fucking crazy. And, you know, it's kind of unreal to be at this stage. Yeah, it's kind of unreal to be this far now with it. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, for months, like, people are always telling me, it's like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Like, why aren't you streaming more? Why aren't you doing this and things? And this is what I've been doing with other developers of Redline as well for months, and a lot. Now, I'm super passionate of doing it. Don't get me wrong. I loved being able to do a lot of it. But it was, yeah, there was times juggling between everything was really hard. Really hard to juggle between the YouTube, the Redline, a lot of real life stuff I've got going on. It's just so much stuff to juggle. So if you guys were wondering where I end my stream short time sometimes earlier, and you know there's a gap sometimes I show up in other people's streams because I'm doing stuff with this. And even when I, like, during the day, I'm just sitting here doing 2.0 for most of the day, and I can't wait for this to be off the table in a way where it's like, I don't have to juggle anymore of, like, you know, I can, like, sit back a bit. Like, yeah, they're like, you know, there's a few of us doing it, but it's still, like, yeah. Honestly, it's crazy to finally be here. And finally be able to do this project and finish it in a way, well, finish the launch date of it is and being able to share it now is awesome. And seeing people being able to enjoy it would be cool. You know, I always say, like, I can't play it the same way others do because I don't, you know, I can't go in there like not knowing where things are, exploring. I can't do that because I know where fucking things are. But like, I love seeing people enjoy it. I love seeing people, you know, finding nice things to do and role playing, creating cool stuff. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome to see that, and that's where I really get enjoyment from doing, like, you know, because like, you know, sometimes, like, I get a lot of comments about how, like, oh, I'm not doing after hours, I'm not doing this, I haven't done my 40-hour, I haven't done this, like. Again, I do a lot of things behind the scenes on Redline and other things, and it is a hard juggling at times, but being able to see people enjoy stuff, like, you know, because before I did YouTube and all, I was a full-time chef, and where I get really enjoyment is watching people enjoy things. That's what I love doing. God, I have an itch. That's what I really love doing. And like I've said this earlier, there were some people talking about it, and like, oh yeah, the best server, get like fucking super professional devs. It's like, that's not what Redline is. Redline started in 2018 as a content playground for a lineup. That was what it started as. It wasn't meant to be a server with loads of players. It wasn't meant to be holes of role play. It grew over time a little bit, and you know, players wanted to do a bit more. So we're like, a lineup was like, yeah, let's do some stuff, and you know, added more stuff, and then I came around and it's like, you know, like, I like from before, like, it's crazy to me to be able to do this with YouTube, if that makes sense. Like, I still can't believe where I am right now from where I was when I like joined Redline. I was like, bro, I was a full-time job as a chef. My full-time job was a chef, working 90 fucking plus hours a week. And then, you know, Alana pushed me to do YouTube. Elite kind of pushed me as well, because he was starting it around then. It's like, oh, you should do this, you should do this. I'm like, I was stuck home. Because at that point, I was a full-time chef, and I was stuck home. Obviously, COVID. And I just didn't know what to do. I was just like, bro, I'm like stuck, and I started content, and you guys watched me, and you guys liked the content, and I was like, what the hell? I didn't expect this. I really didn't expect it, and yeah, it's fucking wild. It's wild. No, it's honestly, it's fucking crazy. Like, how far does this come? And like, I can't say enough, like, how like thankful I am for all of this. Like, that's kind of why, like, I do 2.0 and stuff, and Redline in general, like the server. It's kind of to give back, because I'm here doing content on it, right? I'm doing content. I'm creating videos. I'm doing live streams. Obviously, as you all know, yes, I get more perks. I get to do things that people can't necessarily do, and I try and give back in a way of like, I want to try and make a fun server. That's different. That's not the same. That's different. So, like, we don't want it to be, oh yeah, just fucking Jesus Christ, my ears. Jump scare. Oh my God, Lexi with the 20 bomb, appreciate it. Thank you so much. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Thank you so much, Lexi. I really appreciate that. Absolute W's, Lexi. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I absolutely appreciate that support. Huge. W's in the chat. But yeah, the way I see it is like, I feel like I'm profiting off Redline, if that makes sense, when I do content. Obviously, I am in a way, because I'm doing things, you know, that not necessarily people can do. And I always felt like I want to give back in a way. I want to, you know, I feel like I'm not doing enough on my end. And that's why, like, I want to try and do more Redline. I want to give back. I want to make a cool thing. I don't, like... And a lot of people say, like, oh, just hire real developers, do this. Like, that's not what we do with Redline. And that's what it never was. It's always, let's do something a bit different. That has traits of, you know, roleplay to standards and so on, but it's done differently. And that's kind of what we wanted to do. And, you know, being able to give back for, you know, being in this position now where I am, I'm so thankful of it. And again, yo, been watching you several years now. 2.0 want me to get a gaming computer. Hey, that's great, man. But listen, you know, it's easy to join on the website. You do have to be over 18 though now. That's the only thing. But no, it's absolutely awesome, and I don't like the amount of times I just sit down and I'm like, holy shit, I'm actually doing this, and there is real people behind screens right now. All of you watching me behind your TV, your phones, your screen, like your laptops, anything, is still unreal to me. It's still absolutely unreal to me how I'm doing this, and there's real people watching me and enjoying this, and you know, have an impact on. And again, that's kind of why I just feel like I need to give back. And you know, it's always been hard not being able to talk about 2.0 and like having working on this project for a while, and generally just Redline and like being working on it for ages on a like, you know, a passion point. It's sometimes crazy, you know. And again, I really do appreciate you. Like, you guys are what make this. You guys are what make the content. You guys are, you know, I always do feel like I'm not doing enough. 100%. I feel like I'm never doing enough all the time. It's a really, I don't know how to explain the feeling, but you know, I just feel like I'm never doing enough, honestly, and I want to do more. That's why, like, I'm trying to do, you know, the gaming channel. I've got the variety gaming, which will be the after hours, the vlogs. I want to do more, so I feel like, you know, it's a thank you kind of thing. So it's yeah, Redline, enjoy the end. I have to work on 2.0. I'm still doing a few bits on it, so but it's crazy, honestly, fucking crazy. Can you reset your perks? Find out in roleplay. Remember last go to help develop 2.0, blah blah blah. Something and match your job harder. Yo, Lexi, what the fuck with the 50? Thank you so much. Critic, you always be your biggest critic more than you continue to do it much. Yeah. Not really appreciate that's kind of words. Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's Like, I know how, like, you guys will always say, yeah, you're doing great, but it's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like, I do feel like I'm never doing enough, 100%. I don't feel like I'm doing enough. And especially with all the stuff I've gotten off of doing YouTube and this position, being able to do this for a living is insane to me. It's honestly insane, and I just do feel like I have to do more and give back. And that's kind of like the whole thing of why I continue doing the stuff for development and stuff for a lineup. It's more like, I feel like I owe. But also, like, we're not trying to be this, like, oh, we need, like, super high developer. We want to be a crazy server. And it's wild to me. Like, it's honestly crazy to be where I am today when I was before. Like, honestly, mental. You're about to, what the hell? A massive inspirational. Thank you so much, French. I appreciate that. It's a lot hard to explain, but no, I'm never thankful enough for this, and you know, it's hard. It's like hard because sometimes, like, it's just this juggling of things, but like while I'm juggling for everything, it feels like I'm not doing enough at the same time, you know? It's like having to do all of this stuff behind the scenes of Redline content, a lot of IRL shit that I just can't really go into detail. It's hard, but it's like, and then I feel like I'm not doing enough. It's like I always have to do something. I always have to be busy. I always have to keep going. But yeah, no, it's honestly, thank you all so much. It's just wild. I can't, like, again, like the memberthon as an example. I like doing this is like, I did not expect this. I was telling Alana, I think the other day, I was like, I thought this would go for like a few days, like either the first stream or a few days, like, you know, and then here I am. Like, how the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Did we Redline play for Roll 1-2 last day before 2? There's events going on. Went from like 200 to 200. Start watching. 70. I'm confused. I don't know if you answered this, but how did you convince Alanep? Win his trust? I mean, it wasn't really like win his trust. It's more like, I mean, we just started playing together, and then over time, like, naturally, I mean, there was no, you know, anything. There was not, nah, just, you know, and then obviously things happened, and I kind of got to this position where now I'm like kind of running the main part behind the scenes, which is just crazy. And you know, I'm hoping people enjoy it. That's where I like watching people enjoy the server more than playing the server. Like, I love playing it, don't get me wrong, I love doing content and stuff, but I love seeing people enjoy it. I love seeing people enjoy it. That's, you know, and I can't wait to finally be done with this and see people hopefully enjoy 2.0. You know, it'd be nice. It always feels like it's never enough. It's never done good enough. It needs more work. It needs more polish. It needs, I don't know. It just feels like, even though it's a mod, which it is, and I keep saying to people, it's like some people's expectations are too high, but even my own expectations, like on what we have to be at, is too high. Oh shit. But yeah, I think we're gonna raid somebody there, chat. I'm gonna end it there. I need to go work on it. I need to do some stuff on it. But yeah, I just thank you all so much. Honestly, like, I can't wait to do more as well, because it's crazy. It's honestly still crazy to be in this position today, and like, what the fuck am I doing? You know, where, like, how did I go from where I was to where I am, kind of thing now? And it's you guys. That's what it is. It's you guys. It's you all. You can do it. Let me just got a degree. Work and find job. Figure out masters. Don't give up. I appreciate it, Abdur. Good luck, man. I hope the best for you. You'll never short more work. Oh, absolutely, Dubby. I know that. I know that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Who can we raid? Who's live on Redline? Let's see. Least still alive. MacGyver. We'll raid MacGyver. He's live. There we go. But yeah, I can't wait for it to be actually out and people to fuck around with it and stuff. Anyway, chat, we're going to end it there. I'm going to raid MacGyver. I appreciate you all. You're all fucking legends. And I can't wait to yeah, be in 2.0 and do stuff. I'll be live tomorrow. Just today, I need to do some stuff on 2.0. So I need to go work on it. So you all be fucking awesome. Take care. Have a wonderful night, everybody. And I will see you in tomorrow's stream, right? Take care, everybody. Good night. Bye-bye.